Hi, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade leaders. It's Christy. We are at the end of July 30th. I'm ready to teach the kids about spiritual gifts. We'll be in the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 12, verses 4 through 11. And in this, Paul is talking to the church in Corinth, and he's saying, "Now, dear brothers and sisters, regarding your question about the special abilities the Spirit gives, I don't want you to misunderstand this." And so he goes into a detailed explanation of what God does for us when we believe in Jesus and the different gifts that he gives to different people for different reasons. This would be a really good time to emphasize everybody's uniqueness. Obviously, we've been trying to do that all month, but this would be a really good time to affirm kids in the things that you might already know about them. Your opening activity this month is tooth the right, nose to the left. It's a great icebreaker activity. I don't know if the kids are getting tired of it, but maybe you can find a different way that you can play it with them. These icebreaker activities are really good ways to build fun into your group, because it's a way for a kid to trust you more when you have fun with them. It's also a good way to bring in kids who are kind of on the outside and who don't feel like they're really a part of the group yet. This gives you common memories to laugh and to share with each other for the future. So if tooth the right, nose to the left isn't working for you, try a different one this week, as long as you're engaging the kids before we move into large group. That's a good idea. Move to large group and worship time. You have some discussion questions. And then your application activity this week. You will have some cards. And I don't know if your campus administrator who's making all the copies followed the directions better than I did, but I didn't. And so all of my cards happen to be all white, but they are labeled all different. So there's spiritual gift cards, there's talent cards, and there's object cards. And what you should do is pass out one of each of those cards to one of each of those different categories of cards to the kids in your group. And then what you're going to do, and this will be a good, fun, pretend activity. And this is good for kids, 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, to use their imagination and figure out ways to apply our story for the day. You'll see this come up a lot more in the coming months as our curriculum company is helping us understand the needs of kids in this age group even more. So we want them to be creative today. If you don't feel creative, that's okay. The activity can do it for you. But what you're going to do is you'll have a stack of cards that have different jobs on them. And based on what the kids have drawn in their hand, they'll have 3 different cards, you're going to interview them for a job that you pull out of your job thing. And you can play this a bunch of different ways. You can have everybody interview for the same job. You could have each kid interview for a different job. However you want to manage that, feel free to do that. Ultimately, you want it to be a small group activity. Or maybe you want to split into 2 groups and have someone in your group help be a part of that with another half of your group if you feel like you have too large of a group that you can't have that discussion together. And so what you'll do is you're going to start asking them interview questions based on the job that you want to hire them for. So the first card that I'm going to pull is I'm hiring for a cashier. And so I'm going to ask everybody, and they're going to answer these questions based on the cards that they have in front of them. I'm going to ask, so why do you think I should hire you? And the kid right across from me has a card that says his spiritual gift is teaching, and that his special talent is he knows how to groom dogs, and the tool that he has that would help him most is that he owns a broom. Well, all of those things may be really challenging to try to convince somebody to hire a cashier if those are all the things that you're really good at. But this is where the kids can use their negotiation skills and try to figure out, okay, how, if I'm a good teacher and good at grooming dogs, can I help the cashier with my broom? It may just be a Mad Libs kind of thing where they create a funny story and you guys all laugh together. And that is a good memory to create with your small group as well. Have fun with that activity. I can't wait to see how that turns out and what kind of jobs you hire kids to do based on their skills. You have your memory verse activity where you're getting into the Bible with them and helping them figure out how to maneuver their Bible and where to find stuff in their Bible in Ephesians chapter 2. And then your pray and dismiss activity is you want to pray a short prayer with each person that they'll be able to use his or her gift as God intended him to do. So possibly your prayer is, God, please help Sam to learn and use the gifts you've given him. Use Sam's gift of encouragement to strengthen other people. Thank you for making him able to see a need and help encourage someone to continue to do their best. And so as you see things in the kids, maybe you don't know your group really well, but pay attention to the different things that they did during small group today. You had lots of opportunity to see possibly how creative they are. You had opportunity to see how they interact with other people. Use this as a good time to encourage them and to encourage them to find the spiritual gift that God has given them. If you don't know that and you would like to do a spiritual gift assessment, there's tons of those online. I believe there's even one at parkwaychurch.tv. Hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you soon.